Have you ever caught yourself pausing in the middle of the day, gently pressing your hand against your lower back, wishing that dull ache would just fade away? You're far from alone. That familiar discomfort isn't just a part of getting older. It's your body's quiet way of asking for care, for a little more mindful movement, and for a chance to feel strong again. The good news is that relief doesn't always come from doing more. Sometimes it's about doing things a little smarter, a little slower, and with a lot more awareness. What you're about to learn goes beyond simple stretches. These gentle, thoughtful movements are designed especially for aging bodies, particularly for anyone over 60 who still wants to move freely and live fully. They're not about forcing your body, they're about reconnecting with it. Through these exercises, you'll help your brain and spine communicate better, improve your stability, and rediscover how good it feels to move with ease. By the end, you'll understand not only what to do, but why it works, and how just a few mindful minutes each day can make a real difference. So stay with me, because your strongest, most confident years of movement might just be starting now. The first exercise is the pelvic tilt, sometimes called the spine reawakener. At first glance, it looks almost too simple to matter, but beneath its simplicity lies incredible power. The secret isn't in strength or flexibility, it's in awareness. This movement teaches your body to reconnect the lines of communication between your brain, your spine, and your core. As we age, certain muscles, especially the small stabilizers around the spine, begin to forget how to engage. Sitting for long periods or moving less often can cause them to switch off, leaving our posture weaker and our backs more vulnerable. The pelvic tilt helps turn those muscles back on. It's like pressing a gentle reset button, waking up the body's natural alignment and coordination. To try it, lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Rest your hands on your pelvis so you can sense each motion. Breathe in slowly through your nose, and as you exhale, tilt your pelvis backward, pressing your lower back gently into the floor as if trying to flatten it. You'll feel your lower stomach muscles engage slightly. Then inhale again, and let your pelvis return to its neutral position. Keep the movement slow, small, and deliberate. Repeat this about 10 times, letting your breath guide you. If you close your eyes, you may feel your back gradually warming and loosening. Each repetition feels smoother, more connected than the last. It's not about perfection, it's about awareness. With each gentle tilt, you're helping your spine remember how to move comfortably again. The second movement is the glute bridge, also known as the hip lifeline. It's not just an exercise, it's a complete recharge for your hips, spine, and vitality. If there's one movement that supports healthy, active aging, this might be the one. That's because the glutes, the muscles in your backside, are the body's powerhouse. They drive your movement, balance, and stability. Yet, as we get older, they tend to switch off from years of sitting, poor posture, or chronic tension. When that happens, it's not just strength that fades. Your walking pattern changes, your balance suffers, and your spine ends up absorbing more pressure than it should. The glute bridge helps reverse that. Every time you lift your hips, you're reminding your body to share the load correctly again. You're giving your lower back a much-needed rest by letting your hips and thighs do the work they were built for. This movement also strengthens what's known as the posterior chain, the network of muscles running along the back of your body that keeps you upright and steady. For older adults, keeping this chain active can help prevent falls and improve overall mobility. To perform it, lie on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and arms relaxed by your sides. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press your feet gently into the floor and lift your hips slowly, starting with your glutes, then your spine, one vertebra at a time. Stop when your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. At the top, squeeze your glutes softly and hold for 2 or 3 seconds. Then inhale as you slowly lower back down. Repeat 8 to 10 times. You don't need to lift high, just enough to feel your hips working and your back relaxing. If it feels difficult at first, place a small pillow under your lower back for support. With consistency, this movement can help you stand taller, move steadier, and feel more confident in your daily life. The next exercise, the single knee-to-chest stretch, is what many people call a back soother. It's gentle, simple, and deeply comforting. This motion helps release tension from the lower spine and hips, areas that tend to hold a lot of the day's stress. It lightly decompresses your vertebrae and opens your hip flexors. For those who struggle with sciatic discomfort, the ache that sometimes travels from your lower back down your leg, this stretch may bring gentle relief by easing pressure around that nerve. It also supports deeper breathing, which is especially helpful for older adults who may unknowingly hold tension in their chest or abdomen. When your breath deepens, your muscles relax, your nervous system calms, and your body begins to restore itself naturally. This stretch also boosts circulation in the lower back and pelvis, supporting flexibility and overall comfort. It's not about stretching harder. It's about releasing what's tight and giving your body permission to move freely again. To try it, lie flat on your back with both legs extended. Slowly bend your right knee and bring it toward your chest. Hold your leg just below the knee, either behind the thigh or on the shin, whichever feels best. As you exhale, gently draw your knee closer to your chest without forcing. Let gravity help you. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds, breathing slowly and deeply. You'll feel your lower back lengthen and soften. Release the leg slowly and repeat on the left side. Do 2 or 3 rounds per leg. If lying flat feels uncomfortable, you can bend the opposite leg and place that foot on the floor for support. This is your moment to pause, breathe, and feel safe in gentle movement again. The fourth movement focuses on the piriformis, a small muscle deep in your hip that can cause big problems when it tightens. When this muscle presses against the sciatic nerve, it can create pain that radiates from your hip down your leg. You might feel it as a dull ache when you get out of bed or a sharp sting when you move suddenly. The Piriformis Stretch helps release that tension and create space. Space for your hips, your pelvis, and even your nervous system to relax. Though it's a subtle stretch, it's incredibly effective. For those who sit a lot or experience hip stiffness, it can bring real comfort. Studies suggest that easing piriformis tension may also help with walking balance and coordination, an important factor in preventing falls among older adults. Think of this stretch as gently clearing away congestion around your sciatic nerve, giving your body the room to move without resistance. To do it, lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Lift your right foot and place your ankle just above the left knee, forming a figure 4 shape. If you already feel a stretch in your right hip, stay there and breathe. Otherwise, lift your left leg off the ground, bringing your thigh toward your chest. Thread your right hand through the space between your legs and clasp your hands behind your left thigh. Gently draw your legs closer until you feel a comfortable stretch in your right hip and outer glute. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Then release and switch sides. Do this 2 or 3 times per side. If lying down is difficult, you can do the same movement seated in a sturdy chair with one ankle resting on the opposite thigh. Go slowly. The goal isn't intensity. It's allowing your body to open up at its own pace. The final exercise focuses on your hamstrings, the long muscles at the back of your thighs. These muscles are part of a powerful support system called the posterior chain, which includes your calves, glutes, and lower back. When this system tightens, especially the hamstrings, it can quietly pull your pelvis out of alignment, straining your lower back and causing that deep, nagging ache many people feel. But most people don't actually have short hamstrings. They have inactive ones. Over time, especially past 60, muscles can lose flexibility simply because they're not used enough. This stretch helps wake them up. It improves blood flow, resets balance across your back body, and helps your brain regain trust in movement. It's not about touching your toes. It's about restoring comfort and confidence. Each breath reminds your muscles how to support you again. Lie on your back with both legs extended. Gently bend your right knee toward your chest and place your hands behind your thigh. Slowly extend your right leg upward toward the ceiling. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight. Move only until you feel a light stretch down the back of your thigh. Flex your foot by pulling your toes gently toward your face to deepen the stretch. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds, breathing slowly and evenly. Then bend your knee and return the leg to the floor. Repeat on the other side, doing 2 or 3 rounds per leg. If lying down isn't comfortable, you can do this seated. Extend one leg forward with your heel on the floor and lean forward slightly from your hips. Avoid bouncing or forcing the stretch. Just let it unfold naturally. For older adults, the key to success with these movements is to start small and stay consistent. You don't need long workouts or fancy equipment. Just a few minutes of gentle motion each day can make a world of difference. Try doing 2 of these exercises in the morning and 2 before bed. Listen to your body and focus on how each movement feels rather than how far you go. If you ever feel lightheaded, take a short rest or try again after a light meal. Keep a chair or wall nearby for support if needed. Remember, progress isn't about how much you stretch, but how often you show up. Your body responds to regular care more than intensity. What you've just done isn't just exercise, it's an act of reclaiming. You've reminded your body that it's capable of ease, stability, and strength at any age. Lower back pain can feel like it slowly steals away life's simple joys. Walking without wincing, reaching without hesitation, or sleeping through the night without discomfort. But with each gentle motion, you've taken back that freedom. You've told your body, I'm still here and I'm still growing. Movement isn't about youth, it's about freedom. And freedom doesn't have an expiration date. So keep practicing, stay gentle, and come back to these exercises whenever your body feels tight or tired. Let them be your quiet reset. A reminder that healing often begins not in stillness, but in motion. Keep moving, keep rising, and keep choosing strength in the small moments. Because your best years of movement aren't behind you, they're unfolding right now.